Welcome, dear children, to e-learning classes. Today we shall continue with our lesson number 5, The King and the Tree Goddess. Activity 4, Part 2. After much searching, the king's men found a splendid deodar tree growing not far from the city. So the king's men they saw that one beautiful deodar tree was growing near the city. It was worshipped by the people of many villages around about because within it lived a goddess, and it was she who gave to the tree its great strength, size, and beauty. So, inside this tree, one goddess used to stay, and people used to worship this goddess, and in return, the goddess used to fulfill all the demands of the villagers. When the Prime Minister and his men decided that the column for the king's palace must be made from this lofty deodar tree, they came with garlands, lamp, and music to pay their respect to the goddess inside, and to warn her that she must leave her abode. Within 7 days, it had to be cut to the ground. So, when the Prime Minister and his men came to know that one goddess is staying inside the tree, they went to pay respect to this goddess and told her that you have to leave your house because we have to cut down the tree. They lit their lamps and placed them in a circle round the tree. They hung their garlands upon the branches. Then, joining hands, some danced and others sang. With cruel axe we have come to fell your age-long home. Forgive us, great tree goddess. We dance before your throne. To please the king must we cut down your loveliest tree. The tree goddess heard and understood what was about to happen. She remained quiet as a resting breeze for a few moments, and then all her leaves began to whisper and her topmost branches bowed. The men went away satisfied that she had heard and understood. That night, when the king was asleep, a glorious figure appeared to him and spoke in a voice that was like the rustle of autumn leaves. I am the goddess of the deodar tree, great king. Your men have told me that you intend to cut me down. I have come to beg you to change your mind. Now, in the dream of the king, the goddess of deodar tree appeared and asked the king to change his mind, not to cut down the tree. But what did the king said? No, my mind is made up, answered the king in his dream. Yours is only tree in all my park strong enough to support by itself a palace, and therefore I must have it. Now king said that he wanted that deodar tree, so he will cut it down. But consider, O king, for hundreds of years I have been worshipped by the people of all the villages in your kingdom, and nothing but good has gone out from me to them. Now what goddess saying that when people pray to me, I always give them whatever they ask. The birds nest in me. I send a most lovely shade upon the grass. Men rest against my trunk, and wild creatures rub themselves against me. The earth blesses me and sends up new plants and herbs under my protective arms. I bind the earth with my strong root. Children play at my feet, and women returning from the fields seek refuge in my coolness. Now, here the tree goddess explains the king how much important is deodar in the life of the villagers and what all benefits the deodar tree is giving to the villagers. So, dear children, in this part we have seen that how people used to pray to the other tree because the goddess used to live inside it. People used to dance, they used to sing, and they used to put garlands. Even the prime minister and his men, they decided to pray to the other tree because they wanted to cut it down and they were asking the permission to cut it down. But the tree goddess, she went in the dream of the king and requested the king not to cut it down. Why? Because the tree gives so many things to the villagers, but the king wanted his palace to be built up by this wood. So he said that no, he wanted that wood, and he was intent, means he was planning to cut down the tree and build a palace for himself. I hope, dear children, you have understood up till here. The third part I will do it tomorrow. Thank you for watching the video.